So listen, we do know what ancient megalithic sites are. They're memory sites. When you're an oral culture and you don't have a way to pass your information down with writing, you better have a way of making that information easy to remember and hard to lose. They were using mnemonic devices. And so our ancient ancestors would take all of their knowledge and all of their information and they would weave it into their mythology, because stories store information. And so by making these story songs like wildly outrageous and unrealistic, and then by making them these repetitive sing-songy chants, it made them sticky. They would stick in your memory. But most people use the landscape as a place to embed your knowledge. And the way it worked is that every place, everything around you, it had a name, it had a song, it had a place in the story. And so you would assign information to that rock formation or that lake or that river. And so that lake, it has a name, it has a story song. It might even have a dance or a ritual that's associated with it, because there's information embedded in all of that. And so what it means is that as you would travel between your hunting and gathering grounds, you could sing the way, because your mythology worked like a map. It's actually the same mnemonic system that the ancient Greek orators used to remember their big old long speeches, the method of loci. The ancient Greeks were just using this mnemonic system that they inherited from their ancestors. So what happens when your people start to settle down and they start getting into agriculture? You need new technology, so you invent it. And so you haul and you carve and you dig and you bring in these giant stones and put them in a ring. Or you drive wooden posts into the ground. And you create these memory sites. And then you reassign all of this information that you had embedded into the landscape to each stone, or a curve in the path, or a pillar. And then as you walk around that site, you remember the same information. It's just assigned in a different way. You still do the singing, you still do the dancing, not because you're worshiping, but because you're remembering. So like these memory sites would have been basically prehistoric universities, knowledge exchanges